Here. So Green Goblin says he has an idea about doing raffles for members' goals and prizes. First of all, Green Goblin, you weren't here for the podcast earlier today. We're not doing a members' goal this month. We're actually going to abstain from doing it. I'd like to see if we have days where maybe I just have very small goals. Like this morning I said, oh, gee, we're 369. I wonder if we get 375 today. And then we hit it during the podcast. So maybe if we just do small little goals like that over the course of the month, that would be much better than saying, oh, we have a giant members goal where we're working all month to get it, but then we don't know if we're going to hit it, and then a member bomb's going to expire, then we get a new member bomb. Instead of that, just every once in a while, every day, have a little goal, see if you can hit it. It's that simple. Outside of that, I'm already planning on doing multiple new events this month anyway. We got a long form React later this month or whatever. I don't see the point of doing a members goal. Now, your idea says, why don't you do lotteries and giveaways? Been there, done that. That I did many, many years ago. And what happened was back in the day, when I was a full-time YouTuber who only did on-demand content, and I used to make a ridiculous amount of money with the videos on demand because the ads were so ridiculously high-paying back then. Basically, every fall, I would do what I called the Hardcore Gaming Season Giveaway. And I would give away games, I would give away collectibles, collector's edition stuff, all kinds of stuff. Over the years, I give away a console, I give away all kinds of stuff. Here's the problem with that. The cost to ship stuff, especially when you have a worldwide audience, is ridiculous, okay? There were times when I would ship a game, a video game, to someone, the cost to ship it would be more than the value of the game. Yes, it's ridiculous, but if I just had like a very American audience, then it would probably be more viable. Sadly, in a situation where I have a worldwide audience, and maybe I have people in the UK or other parts of Europe, or hell, sometimes you have people in like Singapore. Imagine if they won a giveaway. Now I got to mail stuff across the world. And this happened a lot. Another example of this was when I first opened my Patreon in 2015. I was trying to give away the old Project 7 shirts. If someone would actually pledge a certain amount, I'd say, you know what? You just get a freebie 7 shirt for supporting me so much. So they would do the level. And I believe, I'm just guessing here. I think the level was 10 or 20 bucks. The cost to ship the shirt was more expensive than what they were pledging to my Patreon. So within a few months of doing it, I totally did away with it and stopped doing that and got rid of them because it just didn't make sense. Whenever you're involving yourself with something that's shipping and you're not involved with a third party. So for example, if I was working with a company that made merch, a t-shirt company, and they make the merch on demand and they ship it direct to you as a viewer, that they have these agreements with companies to ship for a flat rate that's very cheap. For me to just go somewhere and ship something is incredibly expensive, especially if it's something of substance, So I did away with that on purpose. Like, for example, what if I did, we have a members goal where if we hit 450 members, all 450 members will be involved in a lottery. And they'll all have to, well, first of all, just the logistics of that. Think about that. There's no way for me to actually get your information. You'd have to, like, register or post up on my forums. I don't even know how I would do it. Then after the logistics portion, actually the person who wins, it might cost me, no exaggeration, like $50 to $80 to ship something of substance across the planet. That negates like 20, 30 memberships. You see? It's just a whole bag of worms. It's not worth tackling. It's just not. The content that I give you in regards to like a membership reward has to be something digital, has to be something over the internet. The whole idea of giving away physical stuff doesn't work. That's why we have third-party companies that do things like, sell t-shirts online and ship direct to you. If I had t-shirts here physically to sell to you and ship, it doesn't even work. It's too expensive. So, that's something I learned a long time ago. Something I learned like 6-7 years ago, trying to do that online and figure out how unviable that was from a small-time perspective. If you have a company that does this full-time and they can work with like a shipping company and say, hey, can we get a flat rate that's really cheap to ship around the world? That's different. But, I'm an individual guy. Sadly, it's just not going to make any sense, okay? Plus, I don't have stuff to give away either. Like, I just don't have anything to give away. I don't have a house full of junk to, like, sign and give away or anything like that. At one point, I did. Back then, I used to buy all the collector's editions of games and things. So I would have tons of stuff just kind of sitting around the house to give away. Now, it's not the case anymore, okay? Anyway, guys, this is where we're going to adjourn. Let's save up. This is good because next time when we play, we're starting a whole new season, winter. We got multiple new side quests. We got new story quests.